Hi guys, it's Dan and Becky from
Bugs on the Windshield.
back on July 4th weekend. We took a trip down to Arkansas for the Arkansas Wine Trail and we had a great time. Stay tuned. Who knew there was a wine trail down in Arkansas? But we found it a few years ago. It turned out to be a really cool trip. We stayed at the Grape Country RV Park. We went down and visited some of the wineries and did a few more things, and we had a great time.
In 800 feet, turn right onto the ramp to I-49 South.
It was going good on the trip down there. It was really a pretty drive. Then we got into some road construction, which is never a good idea with a camper because you don't know what lane to be in, and of course we got in the wrong lane. And so we ended up driving into Bella Vista and happened to turn around.
In a Walmart parking lot.
Small Walmart parking lot.
Yeah.
Well, it seemed really small because
It
we
did.
had 39 feet of trailer behind us. So
But we got turned around.
got turned around, got back on the right highway, and
Away we went.
we went. The rest of it was smooth.
It was.
The wineries we visited were in Altus, Arkansas. We discovered this area a few years ago on an ATV trip. I thought it'd be fun to go down and spend some time touring the wineries.
We reserved 2 spots at the Grape Country RV Park back in January of 2021 so that we could have 2 spots together with some friends that were going with us, and we decided we would pull in.
The park was set up to where you pull in one direction.
Right.
And we decided that it would be neat if we could park out with our campsites next to each other. So when we got there, we decided to go around and come in from the other side. And then our friends would come in basically from the front.
It worked out really well, I thought. It was a lot of fun.
It kind of took the owner off guard when he saw us. He was like,
I've never seen somebody pull in like that before. But you can see us putting things away and getting ready. We got there first, which surprisingly, we got there first.
We never get
anywhere first. But we hurried up and got the camper set up and got it leveled and put everything in, and then pretty soon our friends got there. The owner actually stopped by, and he's a really, really nice person. He's very knowledgeable, of course, about the area. He told us of a few places to go for dinner, and we ended up going to the Rivertown Barbecue down in Ozark, which is not very far away from where we were.
Oh, yeah, it's like 5-10 minutes.
Oh
maybe.
yeah, it wasn't very far. Then we came back, and Dan took the drone up for a little bit.
Up, and like I say, got some night shots or some evening shots of the winery. There was a vineyard right across the road from us, which was really pretty cool. That's where the sun would set.
Yeah.
So the sun was setting across from that. So it was really a pretty sight.
We like to try some new recipes. Actually, we like to watch the Wall Twins and all their fabulous recipes on the Blackstone grill. So we thought we would try the smashed cinnamon rolls on Blackstone in the morning, and they really turned out well.
Good.
They turned out really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's the way to eat cinnamon rolls.
That's right.
It seems like you get a lot more from these cinnamon after you flatten it out. It seems like it's a lot bigger.
I know. It just ended up being really good. Dan actually did a little walking tour of the campground, didn't you, honey?
Yeah, I took the camera out there and just kind of wanted to walk the whole campsite to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like. And so I was walking, and as I walked by our campsite, I yelled for Becky.
I didn't hear it. Sorry.
And so, I kept walking, so she never did respond. So I
did. You said you were going to come back around.
Yeah, I was going to come back around, and so I would get her attention on the way back. Hi, Becky. Say hi, Becky. Becky. Into the camera. Hello? I'll get you on the other side. How about that? You can wave. There's not fire rings around the campsite, so if you want to fire at night, you come over here. It's a nice little area. We did this the night before. And a nice little fire. Big fire pit. And then back over this way, he's got provisions for people to boondock in this big lot over here. The provisions, which I don't understand.
They're provisions.
Provisions.
He's provided.
He provided.
Yeah, maybe that's what you meant.
I meant to say provided. Becky. Becky. Becky.
Sorry. It was really a good deal that they have a storm shelter on that site, because you never know if there's bad weather or whatever. It's nice to know that there's a place you can go.
Like, we had really good weather, so we had nothing to worry about.
Time to head to the wineries.
Oh,
I mean, just right down the street.
Not even a mile. It was
the Chateau Ozark Winery. We went there. I didn't really get very many pictures in there for some reason.
Yeah, we were
But
kind of in and out.
the wine is really good. We did a tasting there and bought some wine, and then we headed on our little tour to the next place, which ended up being, what was it? It was Whitaker.
Whitaker, yeah. So yeah, we walked into the tasting room, which is a relatively big room, and they had this really nice big bar with a big mirror on the back and a lot of
beautiful.
And then from there we went on down to, we just kept moving down.
We went on
the road.
down the line.
And so we went down to the Post Winery.
We went to the Post Winery,
and it's a bigger winery.
Yeah, I think the store part was maybe bigger. I don't know how big the wineries are, the vineyards or anything, but they have lunch there. They're set up for lunch, and we ended up having lunch. It was really good. We had sandwiches and chips, and we did a tasting there also, and we ended up buying some more wine. Is that good?
Mm-hmm. That's good.
It's good.
It's probably just the mustard on the juice.
Yeah, just the juice.
Okay.
It's not
The sandwich is very good.
After we left the Post Winery after lunch, we stopped one more time at Mount Bethel, which was a pretty cool little place too, I thought.
It was. I wish I would have got more photos of the inside of that, because it.
Yeah, we were
was
focused.
built
We were on a mission.
And so when you went into the tasting room, it was kind of like, almost like a little cellar.
It was cool in there.
Yeah,
it was really
real cool.
nice. Yeah.
Oh wow, it's a cool, eh?
Beer freezer.
Aww.
Sweet. That's your trap worm. She kind of looks like Lexa for he. Hi. How are you?
There you go.
Lexa. Are you a little girl?
Camping without wine is just.
No, this is drink wine, pet dog, repeat.
when we got back after the wineries, after dinner and everything that night, Dan got the drone out again before we sat around the campfire and took a little video of the RV park, and so you can see it a little bit here. It looks pretty cool. I think maybe for camping in Arkansas there on the wine trail, it was perfect.
It was perfect, yeah.
It was a perfect spot.
And I know it looks like we're close to that road, but there was not a lot of traffic on that road.
We didn't hear a thing.
You don't hear really any road noise.
No.
I mean,
overnight there's not much traffic.
So, I mean, even during the day, I didn't even notice that there was a lot of traffic.
Either.
But the most traffic we had was probably the 4th of July night, when some of there was some fireworks going off
down the road. There was some fireworks at the church down the road, and I think people coming back, but we were still sitting out at that point. So
yeah, and it still wasn't, like say, by any means noisy.
Good idea. That sky's gonna be pretty. We sure had a good time at the wineries, but it wasn't all about the wine. The next day we went down to Paris, Arkansas, and then on down to Mount Magazine State Park to check that area out. And that's for our next video, so stay tuned. So, what do we say now?
Don't forget to subscribe.
Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe.
Yep, we appreciate it. Thanks. Just like that.
It was over.
Just like.
I think we found habitat for Bigfoot. It's a perfect place, even if he didn't build it.